Namaste. So first of all, let me thank all of my viewers on the YouTube channel to subscribe to my channel and to watch the channel, and hopefully you're also practicing along with the videos. So one of my viewer had a request to show some sitting joint movements and some sitting stretches. So let me use this opportunity and cover this video where I'll be teaching you a little more in detail about the sitting joint movements, which will be also helpful for hip opening, thigh opening, groin opening. It can be practiced by all the level of practitioners, like beginner to intermediate to advanced level. It can be useful like your warm-up stretches also, and even for your restorative stretches. Like if you have done a lot of lower body workout, it can be helpful for the restoration as well. Okay, so let's dive into the practice from here. Spread the legs in the front and nicely pat your thighs, okay, so that you can awaken the thigh muscles. Nicely pat your thighs, shake your thighs nicely. Do it a couple of rounds so that it can awaken, especially, in both the times, during the morning time, and if you're finished with a lot of standing workout, like if you have done a lot of body weight training, then also this would be helpful, okay? So first, to begin with, we will start with the toe movements, okay? We'll just curl the toes in and out a couple of rounds. Then we will stretch the ankles out and back. Try to tighten the kneecaps here and again stretch, tighten, stretch, tighten, stretch, tighten. Then trying to roll out your thighs and kneecaps out and in a couple of rounds. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Then slowly give some ankle rotations clockwise and give some ankle rotations anti-clockwise. Okay. Now to activate the quads and to activate the knee joints, use your palms besides the body. Slowly go back and lean back a little bit. Fold your right knee and straighten your right knee. Okay. So let's do this for about 10 rounds. You can also use your hand below the thighs to straighten and to drop down. Supposing if anybody is having weak thighs, then they can use the hand. Otherwise, they can try to use the hands on the floor. Okay, we'll be doing this activity for about 10 rounds on both the sides. Stretch and release, stretch and release, stretch and release, stretch and release. Everywhere your breath has to be normal, okay, regular. After the knee joints, we will come into the hip joints, okay. So let's bring the leg to 4 shape here. Go down and carry your leg as if you are carrying a baby and lift it up. So when you lift up, some of you might find it difficult. In such cases, you can fold this leg. Feel the stretch on the hip here, okay. Carry the leg like a baby, the right leg, and you can start swinging. If you are comfortable, you can also have straight legs, okay. Let's do the swinging. Okay, Shishupalasana, this is called as, or just swinging as if you are carrying a baby to stretch open the hips on the right side, and then the same thing on the left side. Lean forward, carry and lift. Supposing if it's too tight, you can also fold this leg, okay, lift it up and then try to swing. To feel the sockets of the outer hips. Okay, try to slowly swing it for about, say, 10 to 15 rounds. If the left hip, for me the left hip is quite tight, so I'm trying to use the leg support. If you are comfortable, you can straighten it out also. Then release it. Take a moment to around your sitting bones. Then bring your right thigh into the socket of your left pelvic, okay, and then slowly try to stretch your inner thighs down, okay, press it down. Okay, if you're too tight, exhale when you're forcing. Do this for about 10-15 rounds on the right side. And the same practice on the left side. Push the heel into the socket of your right pelvic, and if you're tight, adjust and slowly press it down. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Release the legs. Just take a moment to massage and dig the tip of the fingers into the ligaments. Then we can fold both the legs. Now, if you're in a very beginner level and if you don't have good groin opening and hip opening, the leg might not come till the sockets of your hip, okay? And it is completely fine. Try to do the butterfly movements here itself. And then as you progress through the practice, slowly try to push your right heel to the right groin, left heel to the left groin, so that your inner thighs can open. Sit upright and try to do the butterfly movements. Try to do it for about 50 rounds, okay? So if you're watching the video, you can do it along with me and take a count of 50 rounds. Almost done with 15 and 20 and 25 and 30 and 35, 40 and 45 and 50. Okay, now you can use a block also, just to rest your hand on the block and face on your hands, so that you can feel more of the inner thigh stretch. Okay, this way also is fine. If you are comfortable, you can also drop your forehead and bring your hands ahead of your body. Stay here for a moment. Breathe deep. Take at least 10 to 30 seconds to stay. Okay, after that, once again, we stretch out the legs. Now, this practice should be avoided if anybody has knee surgery or if anybody has knee arthritis. You have to develop the practice very slowly. You can keep practicing the earlier stretches for maybe 2-3 weeks, and then when you feel your quads are good enough to fold, then you can try this practice. Okay, the next practice comes a little bit of circling movements here. So have your legs wider. As much as you can, keep them wide. You can also use a block, okay, below your sitting bones like this. You can use a block and widen out your legs, so that it can give a little bit of tilt in your pelvic and it can give you a little forward fold position, make it a little more supportive. Okay, without the block also you can try, but with the block it is going to give you more stimulus to the stretch. Now from here, if you're keeping the block or if you're not keeping the block, however you're comfortable with whatever width of the legs you're comfortable, we will slowly interlock the fingers. Okay, this practice is good for PCOD and PCOS or hormonal imbalance problems, especially in ladies, okay? And if you want to really reduce the belly fat, okay? We'll take from the left, reach forward, push to the right and come back. Once again, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Like this, you can take about 10 rotations with the breath. Keep the neck absolutely relaxed. Take a moment to regulate the breath and try to do it on the other opposite side. Keep your inner thighs activated. Right from the right, breathe in, breathe out. Knees can be soft also if you are tight in the hamstrings. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. If you're suffering from lower back pain, please avoid this practice, okay? You have to get into the therapy series, build strength in the lower back and core muscles, only then head into the practice. If you're comfortable in the lower back, you can do this practice. After this, take a moment to fold your legs and relax. Then we can come into the next stretch. Once again, leg wide open. Okay. We will try to touch the leg with the opposite hand. Okay. Alternate stretch. So left hand inside, right arm goes towards the left leg. Breathe out. Come back. Breathe out. Come back. Okay, this will help you to reduce the sidal abdominal fat here, oblique abdominal fats. Okay, we will repeat this also. Maybe if you're doing this practice itself as your, a different workout session, you can repeat this, say about 15 rounds, 1 set, or maybe 5 rounds, 3 sets. Okay, so exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Got it? After this, we will try to relax for a while. Breathe smoothly and softly. Next comes a couple of more stretches, but if you keep sitting in the same position, you might feel a lower back strain. So it's always good to add in between your down dog and up dog stretch. Let us take one down dog and up dog stretch. Just to bring the spine into a little more of active movement here. Adho Mukha. Knees down. Urdhva Mukha. You can always add 2 rounds here. Adho Mukha and Urdhva Mukha. Come back once again to your seated posture. From here, we'll head into a few more stretches. Spread your legs in the front. Okay, try to sit upright onto the sitting bones. Once again, you can use the block. Okay, so fold your right leg, right heel into the right groin. Okay, let the thigh be open. Slowly, you have to push your right side of the lower back muscle towards the left leg. Okay, so extend the right arm, slowly twist the body, and extending the right arm, grab your left leg. Some of you might be able to grab, and if you're not able to grab, you can always use a belt. Okay, so breathe in, breathe out, reach. If you still feel comfortable, soften your head and grab the leg with the other hand also. Janu Shirshasana stretch. This will stretch your hamstring muscles and your lower back muscles. Very good practice to calm down also. Take a couple of seconds, breathe here. Look forward once again, reach your right arm up and drop your right arm down. Same thing we will repeat on the other side. Left heel to the left groin. Okay, and slowly allow the right side of the lower back to come towards the left side of the lower back to come towards the right. Use your right hand besides, lift the back, reach the ceiling with your breathe in, and as you breathe out, reach the arm to the leg. Soften the neck, keep breathing in, breathing out, and reach your other hand also to the leg. Hold the stretch for a few seconds as you keep on breathing in and breathing out. Look forward, reach the left arm up, and exhale, drop the left arm down. Stretch out the legs. Okay, before once again we head into one more sitting stretch, let us take a down dog and an up dog. So cross your legs. Okay, reach your hands into the top of the mat. Push back to the tabletop and move into down dog. Take a down dog stretch, breathe for a while, and take an up dog stretch. Breathe for a while. Come back. Let us come back to the seated posture once again. And continue with few more seated stretches. Okay, once again, you're going to open the left leg more and touch the right heel once again to the right groin. In the forward fold position, the left leg was ahead of the body. Now it is outside the body. The body is inside and the leg is outside. Now we are going to reach the right arm towards the left leg. So first of all, push your left side of the torso into the floor and then reach the right side of the torso slowly towards the left. Okay, so breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Some of you might be able to reach and some of you might not be able to reach. It is absolutely fine. Gradually grab the leg. Take a moment to breathe. Now, supposing if you're not able to reach here with the right leg down, you can always open it out. And you can take this variation also. Yoga is again, there is no hard and fast rule that you have to do it like this and like that. But yes, the basic technique remains the same. You can use variations so that it can be adapted to different body types. Okay. Same thing, we will do it on the other side. We will fold in the left leg. We will open out the right leg. Okay. So there is a V shape here. Now I want you to reach the right side of the torso into the floor. Now supposing if I have shown you one variation that we have to fold the right leg when we are stretching to the left, but supposing if you're tight in the hamstring, then what you can do, then you can fold your right leg also as you stretch. Okay, so you can go like this, reach. This is also fine. If you're still comfortable, you can stretch out the legs, okay, and you can use this variation also where the left leg goes out. You can reach slowly towards the right leg, okay, and then if you still feel comfortable, you can fold down the left leg down. So you get a deep stretch on the sides of the waist and the obliques. Come back. And then spread your legs in the front. And just take a moment to rest. Once again, we can practice down dog and up dog just to bring and break the monotonous of the practice. Also to bring some activity into the spine. Okay. So let's do down dog and then let's do up dog. Again, this practice is for all levels, so you can see there is a little ease in the practice. One more stretch what we can head into the sitting series is Paschimottanasana. Okay. Now, if you're tight in the hamstrings, I would always advise you to use, there are two variations you can use the block. You can use the block right into the sitting bones. Okay. And then stretch your legs. Allow the pelvic to relax down, okay? Extend the arms up, reach the hands to the ceiling, and then slowly hugging your core muscles as you exhale, you can stretch forward. Grab your big toes and softly drop your neck down. Okay, Padangushtasana, Padangushti Paschimottanasana. It can also grab your sides of the foot. This is Paschimottanasana. And feel a deep stretch in the hamstrings. Without the block also you can do, but with the block you get a very deep stretch. Without the block, if you're tight in the hamstring, you can also fold the knee a little bit and you can try the same variation. Look forward, hug your core muscles. Catch your big toe, soften your neck, reach one leg and then reach the other leg. This way is also fine. One more variation, what you can do for Paschimottanasana is to keep your legs on the block. Okay? This is also one variation to reach the arms into the leg. Okay, we reach the arms up and then slowly keeping the foot active, we reach the arms forward and then grab the soles of the foot and slowly drop the head down. This is also one best variation. So you can see I have shown you Paschimottanasana without the block, and with the block itself I have given you 3 variations. You can use any variation which is best suitable for your body type. Okay. So there's one more practice in the sitting series which complements all these forward stretches is Purvottanasana. This is Paschimottanasana, and the complementary stretch is Purvottanasana, reverse plank. I'm going to show you a beginner level also, and then I'm going to show you a intermediate level also. So for the measurement, we fold the legs, okay, hip width apart, not exactly below the knees, slightly in an angle of about more than 90 degree. Then we place the hands a palm distance away from the hip, tip of the fingers facing to the hip, okay. And then we open the chest, pressing the hands into the floor, digging the fingers. And then we lift the hips up, squeeze the glutes forward, roll the shoulder, lift the pelvic as higher as possible, and then gradually look back. Okay, this is a beginner level. Again, you need not compulsorily look back. This is also fine. And slowly stretching one leg is also fine. And then stretching the other leg is more intense. Reverse plank. Purvottanasana in an intermediate level. Drop down and take a moment to rest. Breathe softly. The sitting series itself can be added as a different yoga practice session for your day-to-day routine practices. One day, anywhere, probably by the end of your week on Fridays, you can add up this practice because all these are more grounding practices, cooling down practices. Okay. So one last practice is Marichasana. So let us fold the left leg just besides the right knee, making a fist distance. Okay. And then allow the sitting bones to slowly become upright, spine to become upright. The beginner level, what you will do, you will keep the foot active. In the beginner level, you will wrap around the left leg with your right arm. Okay. Twist from the shoulder blade, look into the opposite side, and then slowly use the left arm besides the hip. And just look through the left shoulder. Okay, I'll show you from this side. On the other leg. So upright sitting bones, wrap around, pull your shoulder blades, and then slowly twist. And yes, your right arm just besides the hip and look through the right shoulder. Keep the left foot active. The same practice with a little more of intermediate level can be done as Vakrasana. So the same left leg you can fold outside the right knee, adjust the sitting bones, you will feel a little bit lift in the left knee, ground it, push the hip into the socket, take your right tricep out, hook it, and then slowly pull your shoulder blade out or pull your navel region out, and then gradually use the left arm besides the hip or wrap around your left arm on your waist. Okay, lift the ribs from the belly button. And if you are comfortable, gaze, otherwise just gaze to the opposite side. Keep the other foot active. Okay, Vakrasana. This is an intermediate level. And a little advanced level from the same practice is Ardha Matsyendrasana. Okay, I'll show it to you on the other side. Left heel towards the right buttock, and right heel outside the left knee. Okay, properly adjust. Some of the practitioners sit with your sitting bones onto the heel, some of them out, and both are completely fine. Okay, So let us bring the hip to the squaring position. First, grab your leg and try to make your spine upright. Now the right leg is up, so grab your left hand. Okay, you can take a first intermediate level of twist. If you still feel comfortable, wrap the tricep out, hook it, okay, and twist. See whether you are comfortable with the twist. If you're still comfortable, you can wrap the left arm into the right inner ankle. Breathe for a while. This is also a very intermediate level stretch. If you're still comfortable in the same position, you can also try to wrap around the left arm as well, around the waist. Okay? And gently look back. And try to feel the stretch. Twist. It's a very intense twist. Okay? Don't do it if you have any lower back issues. Please do the very beginner level stretch, that is, I've already shown you in this video. Okay? So now to just wind up this practice, let us come into a down dog. Breathe for a while. And then up dog. Come back. Rest. Do not forget to take Shavasana after this because it's quite a long practice. You can break this practice into bits and parts. Utilize each part of the practice when and where required. I hope you have enjoyed this practice. Thank you and keep watching my YouTube channel.